They say I'm a diva. I say, darling, I'm simply the standard.
I've played the supporting role long enough. Now it's my turn to steal the scene.
I've spent years writing love songs. Now it's time for a revenge anthem.
I might have broken girl code, but trust me, I can fix anything.
Turned my breakup into a breakthrough. Now I'm the star of my own story.
I am so relieved to be back in the valley following that abysmal trip to Ravenwood, but that doesn't mean all my troubles have gone away. Today I'm at the most exclusive dress shop trying on a few designer gowns. You're really giving hostage situation, Levi. You can't look up once?
I've looked up like 5 times. You look great, they all look great. Pick one.
Wow, that's the kind of input every girl dreams of while trying on a wedding dress.
Sorry if I'm not losing my mind over Tulle and Pearls. I didn't exactly beg to be here, bruh.
Then why are you here?
You tricked me into coming, Amelia. Let's not rewrite in history.
Okay, then let's not rewrite history. When exactly did you and Sienna hook up?
You're serious with this? Right now, bruh?
I figured since we're shopping for our future, we could clear up a little of your past.
You waited until I was trapped in a bridal boutique to f***ing interrogate me?
It's not an interrogation. I just want to know how many times your ex-fling is going to show up to our events batting her lashes at you.
It wasn't a fling, it was a few times. Over a year before you and I even met. It didn't mean nothing.
A few times? You told me once.
Because I knew this would happen. You pick it apart, twist it into something it ain't.
I'm not twisting anything. I'm asking why my fiance has a casual thing with a woman who suddenly seems very not casual around him.
Maybe because you invited her into your circle. You want to blame me for that?
I didn't invite her to hook up with you. And Piper brought her in.
Jesus. Amelia, are we really doing this here?
I just want to know if I'm marrying someone who still flinches when her name comes up or worse. Someone who doesn't...
You're marrying someone who's tired of being punished for a mistake that happened before you ever walked into my life, bruh.
Just make sure she stays out of your life. Because if I even think she's creeping back in, I swear this gown will go right back on the rack.
So damn. Unbelievable.
I'm not paranoid. I'm perceptive. Levi might think I'm blowing this out of proportion, but Sienna's not just some ghost from his past. She's very much alive, very much watching. And if she thinks I won't notice her circling, she doesn't know who she's dealing with.
Thanks for coming. I thought maybe we could clear the air after everything.
Of course, after I caught Eliza chatting with Marina in Ravenwood, I was hurt. As soon as we got back to the valley, she called and asked me to come over to talk. I almost didn't. But I figured if we're gonna pretend we're grown women, we should at least act like it.
Bianca.
Don't. Just don't start with the, I didn't mean it like that routine. I heard you. Every word.
I figured you might have.
Oh, you figured? You knew I was in that house, Eliza. You knew I could walk in at any moment. And still you sat there, cozying up with Marina, of all Sims, and running your mouth like we're strangers.
I was trying to explain where I was coming from. You don't know what it's been like for me.
Oh, please. Eliza, I was the one who defended you when everyone else called you calculated and jealous. I vouched for your heart when you were going through rehab, and you repay me by confiding in a traitor.
I didn't mean it as an attack. I was trying to make sense of where we stand. You've been cold, short with me, passive-aggressive almost, and I always have your back and would go to war for you. And you seem to have pulled back.
You think that's why I pulled back? Because of you? I was dealing with my life falling apart, my marriage imploding, my husband f***ing around with Hazel while I was out building my damn career. And you, my supposed friend, found it easier to gossip about me with a woman who completely stabbed me in the back?
It wasn't gossip. It was frustration. I felt like I lost you, and I didn't know why, and Marina was just there, listening.
Exactly. She was there. And you gave her every dagger she needed to throw. Do you realize how stupid I looked after defending you?
I didn't mean to hurt you. Hearing how upset Bianca is makes me feel guilty, when I know my heart was in the right place.
Well, congratulations. You did.
I miss us, Bianca, and I'm sorry, truly. I let my insecurities speak louder than my loyalty.
I don't need an apology. I need a friend who doesn't hand my name to the enemy. Think about whether you can be that before you call me again.
This really is breaking my heart.
Eliza might be trying to change, but I'm done giving people credit for trying. Words are cheap in Del Sol Valley. Loyalty? That costs something. And she just went bankrupt.
The tears fell like a stormy rain, but I spun around and broke the chain. No time to drown in what was lost. I'm dancing through no matter the cost. I'm spinning high while the heart breaks low. Feel the rhythm as my power grows.
Cut. Stop the music. Carly, can I borrow you for a sec?
If this is about the hair flip in the bridge again, I swear I'm gonna lose it.
No, hair flip was iconic. This is more personal. Look, I've been meaning to say something. What you're going through with Jackson. It sucks, I know, but...
Let me guess. Channel it into the performance? My new single taps into heartbreak and rage, and it's exactly where I'm at right now.
Actually, I was gonna say, this might be the best thing that could have happened.
Excuse me?
I don't mean emotionally, I mean professionally. You leaving the sports star? That makes you real. Accessible.
So heartbreak is trending now?
It always has been. But this is different. You've always been beautiful, polished, aspirational, but now you're relatable, vulnerable, alone.
I'm not a campaign. I'm a sim. With real feelings.
Of course. But the public doesn't separate the two, Carly. They never have. And you, standing in the ashes of some perfect life, still sparkling? That's a phoenix moment. Lean into it.
So what, now I'm the broken Barbie that cries in couture. That's the angle?
You're the girl who walks away from the picture-perfect guy and becomes the woman everyone roots for. They'll see themselves in you now. They'll buy the single, the album, the tour.
Start rolling in 5. I want fog in the second verse and more glitter raining down. If we're doing heartbreak, we're doing it my way.
That's my star.
I didn't plan on becoming the face of breakup anthems. But if turning my mess into music makes me stronger, fine. Just don't forget I'm not some damsel crying in a ballad. My new single is a banger. And I'm the damn headliner.
Wow. A ghost from the gridiron.
Hey, Pipes.
Don't call me that.
Right. Sorry. Just wasn't sure you'd answer.
Neither was I.
How've you been?
Busy. Working. Breathing. The usual post-heartbreak checklist.
You always had that bounce-back strength.
Turns out getting dumped for a rising pop star builds character.
It wasn't that simple.
It never is, for the one doing the leaving.
I'm not calling to rehash what happened. I've been thinking about you.
Carly finally block you?
I didn't expect you to care, but I regret how I handled things. With you. With everything.
Handled? You ghosted. You broke up with me and 3 weeks later were front row at a Carly Warren music video shoot. There was no handling, Jackson. There was erasure.
Piper. Really?
You don't miss me, Jackson. You miss the version of you I let yourself believe in.
Maybe. Maybe I miss both. Look, would you meet me for coffee? Just to talk?
You're lucky I don't sell stories to the tabloids. This'd be a hell of a headline.
So, is that a maybe?
It's a don't hold your breath. Jackson coming back now is so on brand. They always come back once the glitter starts to flake. But this time, I'm not the same girl he left behind. And I don't do reruns. No matter how much I might want to turn the TV on.
Okay, this isn't awkward at all.
You're late, but still stunning, so I guess we'll call it even.
I wasn't sure if this was a peace offering or a setup.
Enough is enough. I'm inviting Sienna out for drinks to get to the bottom of this. Let's say, a clarification between women who know how to work a room and how to work a man.
If this is about Levi, you could have saved us both the time.
You do know why I asked you here.
I know you've been looking at me sideways since I first got back to the valley. You want honesty, Amelia? Fine. It was a thing. A short thing. Before you. But clearly. Not before your insecurity.
It's not insecurity when the woman who once slept with your fiancé keeps showing up in perfect lighting, acting like she belongs at the table.
I don't need to act. I do belong. And if you think Levi hasn't been reaching out lately, then maybe you don't know your man as well as you think.
Excuse me?
I'm Hazel, bitches.
Get off me, bitch.